Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your 2020 forecast, and one of your main themes for 2020 is family, home, security, stability, hearth, happiness, joy. No matter what's going around in the world, economically or financially, you've got that stability at home, okay? And if you want to know more, you need to stick around, okay? Also, if you want to get straight to my introduction or each particular month, okay, or my summary at the end, hit the timestamps in the pinned comment below, okay? So first off, I'm going to, essentially what I do for the theme and also for each month, I have got what's happening on the surface, my Tarot of the Cat deck. And then I've got what's happening beneath the surface is my Thoth deck. And then for each month and for the theme, I've got a your advice card from my Mystic Mondays deck, all right? Also, make sure that I have like monthly videos and everything, and if I forgot to tell you to subscribe, like, share, comment below, hit the notification bell, please do so. It helps me out a lot and I super appreciate it, okay? Also, I will be touching on a little bit of astrology, okay? So, but before I get into that, let's get back into this main theme. So yes, your main theme of what's happening on the surface is creating stability, creating home, creating, a stable home life with a solid foundation, whether that's your immediate family or with a partner or just getting prepared to have a house. Okay, this could also potentially be an inheritance. This could be the inheritance from family or maybe of a family home, or just taking the next step up, buying a house. It could be getting that permanent contract that allows you to get a loan to buy a house. But essentially it could be the roof getting fixed in your house, but essentially, it could be many things, but it's definitely you are getting a secure family life, a secure home life, all right? And that could even also be with relationships in your family, the family that's very important to you, okay? Now, this did not come easy, all right? You have been through difficult times, challenging times, right? And yes, there has been pain. There has been, negative things occurring, maybe in regards to relationships with other people or in previous situations, okay? But this suffering that you have had to endure has actually led to your intense desire to have stability, to have safety, to have that happy family life, right? So if you didn't go through this, you wouldn't have had that intense desire inside to create this situation, okay? So you can't have one without the other. Now, this is your main advice for 2020 we've got the Seven of Wands, okay? Wands might be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, all right? Obviously it could be you, right? This is you owning yourself. So this is someone who, even in the face of adversity, keeps the higher ground, won't back down. So there are going to be some ups and downs this year, but essentially your advice is to just keep fighting, right? You are totally in the right. So you will win in the end, and you will get that security, that stability that you really do desire, all right? So well done. So before I get into each particular month with the cards, I will let you know that on the 12th of January, Saturn is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn. So you really want to focus your effort on your career goals. That is especially true for you, and increase your efficiency. Also on January, on the 10th, there's a moon eclipse in Cancer, so there might be some tension in a relationship with a friend or a lover or family, and I do see that, right? It's not going to last long, but I do see that in the cards. So what I see happening in the cards is in January, on the surface, we've got the Four of Pentacles, possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, okay? So there might be initially at the start, just remember, you are ending up in this way for the year, okay? But at the start of the year in January, there might be a bit of a financial loss. There might be a bit of loss of stability, maybe of a job or a contract or a relationship that made you feel secure, okay? So you've got your walls up, you are maybe clinging a little bit to material goods to try and give you that safety. Sometimes maybe hoarding, things like that, or just not wanting to get rid of anything because you really don't feel that security, you don't feel safe because of something that happened, okay? But I mean, you do have people that care about you and are waiting until you let your guard down so that you can feel loved again, all right? And so it is going to be hard for you to receive and express love at this time. However, what's happening beneath the surface is we have got the Prince of Discs. Okay, so again, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, all right? But there is someone I feel like waiting for you, or, you know, even if either this is you deep down or it is someone else that's influencing you in a positive way, okay? Because the Prince of Discs is someone who, so deep down, I think for most of you, this is you, even though you feel this way on the surface, okay, deep down, you do have that stability. You do have the know-how to create security for yourself, to be financially stable, to, you know, receive the abundance that you really do desire, so that you can feel, you know, cared for and comforted on this planet, right? So you do have that within you, and that is being birthed within you, okay? Also, this might be someone else that might be helping you out financially and totally just running to the rescue for you because they really do care about you and they want you to be okay, all right? You might not be so keen on letting them in, but they're there trying to help you, okay? And they're just waiting until you let your guard down. But in January, your main advice card is the Moon. So this might be a Pisces influence, but essentially, you also might want to check your, you know, astrology and my tarot reading for January for your moon sign. If you're not sure what your moon sign is, I suggest going to cafeastrology.com and getting your natal birth chart. I love that website. But essentially, the Moon is telling you to reflect, to really like think deeply about things, dive deep into your shadow. Do not be scared of, you know, figuring out the, you know, the light and the dark within you. So it is telling you to dive deep and explore yourself from a sense of curiosity, okay? So this is a time of reflection is your advice for January, okay? So in February, on the 9th of February, there is a supermoon in Leo. So big changes, letting go of the old, and you might want to get some rest, okay? What I see happening on the surface in February, it looks like you got over, you know, whatever happened in January pretty quick. So well done, pat on the back, all right? February, on the surface, we've got the 10 of Cups, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, okay? This is just feeling so much love, feeling security, you know, and also very similarly to the 10 of Pentacles, this can be like feeling the love at home, stability, and just really feeling emotionally satisfied in life, okay? So that is an amazing feeling, and I'm really glad that you took that time to reflect in January so you can enjoy February. What's happening beneath the surface in February, very interesting, we have got the Knight of Cups. Okay, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, possibly, all right? So this, deep down, I think that you are getting back in touch with your emotions, being able to think about them clearly and also to express them clearly. There might be a little bit of an emotional enlightenment, all right? And that is what is allowing you to feel loved. There are so many people that love you. There are so many people that care about you, and you're able to express it and receive it, okay? So it's like you're maturing in that sense, emotionally, becoming emotionally intelligent. And your advice for February, we have got the King of Wands. Okay, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. So the King of Wands is telling you to go for it. You know, whatever goals you have, go for it. You are a leader. You can use your innate wisdom, your innate intelligence, and just, you know, based on inspiration, you can do whatever you want. So it seems that when you've got this emotional support, happiness, and when you're emotionally stable, you are able to move forward and succeed in particular things that you want to, you know, pursue in your life, okay? So you can do that in February, right? And just remember that, you know, Saturn is still conjunct with Pluto and Capricorn at that point. So, you know, you really do want to maybe start thinking, especially in February, about your career goals and where you want to go. So in March, on the 22nd of March, Saturn is in Aquarius. So again, you really want to start organizing for your future. Think about your present orientation so that you can, you know, really determine where you want to go in your future. On the 9th of March, there is a supermoon in Virgo. So you really need to learn to manage drama, power struggles, gossip, and change. Okay, but I don't really see that as being a big, you know, issue for you in March. What I see with the cards for March is we have got the 9 of Cups. Okay, so remember in February we had the 10 of Cups, okay? So the Nine of Cups, this is someone, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence. So this is someone who is successful. They've accomplished a lot. They're very proud, okay? This might be an offer, an opportunity that might be an emotionally fulfilling opportunity. It could potentially be an offer of love, okay? But it could be like a new idea, a new perspective in regards to emotions, okay? But it's like you are maybe taking something that you've learned and you are deciding to move forward with that, okay? What I see happening beneath the surface, this is amazing. We have got the 10 of Discs, which is the same as your main theme, the 10 of Pentacles, Discs, Pentacles, the same, okay? So Pentacles or Discs, possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, okay? So this opportunity, this offer might beneath the surface bring you that wealth and stability and security in the family realm that you want, okay? So just know that this seems like it might be an amazing opportunity. And your advice for March is we've got the Ace of Cups, more cups, okay? Look, this is one cup being held, right? So it's that cup. So this opportunity, I think it's saying that you really need to go for it. It could even be it could also potentially be the birth of a child sometimes, but it's the birth of an opportunity of something that's emotionally fulfilling. So I'm saying whatever opportunity comes to you in March, really go for it, because I think you're going to find that deep emotional connection that will make you feel satisfied, and nice to get money from it too, okay? There you go. So in April, Saturn still in Aquarius, still organizing for your future. On the 8th of April, there is a supermoon in Libra, so there might be some old baggage being stirred up in regards to home, family, and boundaries. You really want to focus on creating a safe and comfortable home life. What I see in the cards for April is we have got on the surface the Nine of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, okay? So it seems that, you have this particular opportunity, okay? And I think you're going to want to go forward with it, all right? In April, you are moving forward with it, but you just need to be a little bit wary. Make sure you understand where you're going, what you're doing. I would be a little bit wary of particular people around you, because you might not be able to trust them. Be very careful with what you say. They might be negatively gossiping. They might not have the best intentions, okay? At the end of the day, as long as you're careful, as long as you're wise, as long as you know where you're going, right? Any of those negative things won't really affect you, okay? As long as you know what direction you're going and you're being careful, and don't tell too many people that you don't need to know about what you're doing and your goals, okay? This is what you need to be wary of. This is what's happening under the surface, okay? We've got the Four of Cups, luxury, okay? So again, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence. The Four of Cups is a little bit more like on the material wealth aspect. So underneath the surface, like, you're moving forward with this goal, right? But just be wary that you might be a little bit tempted about a bit too much on the financial gain of it, the material side of it, rather than purely for wanting to do this for deep emotional satisfaction, okay? I'm not saying you can't, I'm not saying that you can't have the desire for like material gain, right? But the thing is, if you're going for something, and it's only for that, then it generally isn't that successful, okay? I think you need to maybe just focus on remembering that this is something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling, emotionally satisfactory, okay? But, I mean, when it does come to wealth, like, you don't need to have that as your main focus, because it will come. This is your advice for April. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, so you may very well be given a big opportunity. You might get a loan, you might get an inheritance, okay? You might get an opportunity or a contract that's going to bring you money, okay? So, like, just remember to stay focused on doing this for the right reasons, and the money will be a side effect, okay? In May, Saturn's still in Aquarius, and on the 13th of May, Venus goes retrograde in Gemini. So there might be a little bit of stress in relationships, but I don't necessarily see that for you. And then also in May, on the 7th of May, there is a supermoon in Scorpio. So you really need to think about intellectually handling your emotions. Don't suppress them, but you do need to allow them to come out in a safe and controlled way. So you might want to start journaling, okay? And I definitely see that lines up with your advice card. But what I see happening on the surface for you in May, we have got the Knight of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. So also this might line up with, you know, in April we had the Nine of Wands, right? So moving forward with a goal. So whatever this goal is that you picked, this new direction in life that you picked, it seems like you went for it maybe in February, really contemplated it in March, began to go for it in April, and now in May you're definitely moving forward with it. You know, you've gathered more information, you're continuing to gather information. You are using your intuition balanced with your intellect, okay? And you are 100% like more than capable of accomplishing this, okay? So you're moving forward with your goal. And what's happening beneath the surface in May is we've got the Star. This is also a possible Aquarius influence, okay? This is something that brings you great hope and inspiration and joy, and it's like a rebirth. This is something that is written in the stars. You might want to check your horoscope for May as well. So you are being divinely guided. This, what you're moving forward with in May, might actually be something that you decided that you wanted to do before you came on this planet, and so you're fulfilling this, like one of your main purposes in life, one of the experiences you wanted to have happen on this planet, okay? And your advice is, we have got the Princess of Swords, okay? Possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence. But the Princess of Swords is telling you to, you know, be inquisitive, be curious, put on your detective hat, ask questions, go around, suss things out, okay? Questions, 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 from the perspective of curiosity. What about this? What about that? What do you think of this? Okay, so you're moving forward, you're using your instinct and you're using your intelligence and your intellect. So lots of verbal questioning, okay, is what the Princess of Swords is telling you to do. Whew. Okay, in June, on the 25th of June, the Venus retrograde in Gemini ends. So hopefully relationships will be a little bit easier, but that's more relevant to other signs, not so much you. On the 5th of June, we have got a moon eclipse in Sagittarius. So you're really going to need to maybe focus, like, don't be too generous, right? Don't be, you know, reckless with money, okay? Also, there might be a few upheavals in your life, but I don't really see that for you. So it might be more around you. It might be on the planet. You might read in the news a bit more about natural disasters, wars breaking out, things like that. On the 12th of June, the 21st of June, there is a annular solar eclipse in Cancer. So anything undone from the past is going to come up. But, you know, I see that, like, the thing that it's really, really positive for you in June, okay? So this is what I'm seeing on the surface, okay? We have got the Sun. All right. Sometimes, in my opinion, this could be a Leo sign because, you know, we've got the line. But the Sun, you might be with someone. It might be romantic. It might be a friendship. It might be a family member, but it is someone that you are super connected with, and this might be the start of the real stability with the home life in June, okay? Because also what I see under the surface is we've got the Four of Discs, power. And to me, this can be like the foundation, right? So you might meet someone or super connect with someone. Maybe you've met them before, but it's almost like they're a new person in a way, or you're seeing a new side of them, or you're connecting in a way you've never connected before in June, right? And it looks like, you know, this might be the person that you are really creating a foundation for this family and this home life, okay, in June. And you haven't just picked them willy-nilly, you know, you've used your discernment. You know, you guys are compatible. You both are complementary to one another. You both have similar desires, want a similar future, similar life, okay? Remember, for some of you, this is going to be like a lover, right? And this might be someone new. For those of you who are in a relationship, this could be like leveling up. Like you're going from dating to being like, all right, let's just go steady. Let's be just committed to one another. Or it could be an engagement, or it could be a marriage, or it could be a renewal of the vows. It could be let's move out of this apartment and buy a house together. It could be let's move in together, right? It's you know, going in that step towards building the foundation to have a secure family and home life, okay? So that's absolutely amazing. Super happy for you. And what your advice card is for June is we've got the Three of Pentacles, okay? Possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, right? And what was happening beneath the surface is the Four of Discs or Pentacles as well, okay? But the Three of Pentacles is telling you, like, you know, work with this person, and you might, like, okay, let's say if you're going to buy a house together, you know, get a second opinion, get someone to check out the foundation. So what the Three of Discs or Pentacles is telling you to do is to work with people where you have this synergistic balance, right? Because no one person knows everything, right? You can be an expert in one aspect, right? But you also need to find people who are experts in the areas that you lack, your blind spots, okay? So the Three of Pentacles is telling you to, create a team, find the people that you need to find to actually like work well together and accomplish this goal. And it might be, for some of you, building a house. Okay. In July, on the 1st of July, Saturn is no longer in Aquarius. All right, so hopefully you finished organizing for your future goals at that point. On the 5th of July, there is a moon eclipse in Capricorn. There may be an emotional release, but I see it's like super positive for you. And for, some signs, intense relationship issues, but I see a little bit, but I don't think it's so intense for you. So what I see happening on the surface of July is we have got the Six of Pentacles, possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. All right, so this is someone who, they don't necessarily have a lot, but they give what they can, okay? And they might make a modest amount of money. So this could be charity, right? This could be like you volunteering. This could be a donation. This could be your actual work if you work in the public services. I'm sure you work your butt off and probably work overtime and things like that when it comes to nursing and policing and teaching and things like that. So it's something where you are serving people. It could be going out and planting trees. You can serve the environment as well, right? So that is what's mainly happening for you in July, okay? And what I see, I'm loving this. What's happening beneath the surface? Look at this. We've got the sun again. Look, you had the sun on the surface in June, and in July you've super incorporated it. You feel that joy. You feel that happiness, and I think it's really going to help you with your work or whatever it is that you do to help people or help those around you. I mean, this could be letting a friend crash on the couch, you know what I mean, who needs a bit of a hand. It could be lending money. It could be a lot of things, but you've got this amazing joy that you've completely internalized, like celebration, in enjoying life, growth, just bliss, okay? So this is an amazing feeling. One of the best cards in the deck. You're getting so many positive cards in the deck. It's awesome. And this is your advice card for July, okay? We've got the Queen of Pentacles, possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. This could be you reaching out to this person, but I feel like for a lot of you, it is you, because look, on the surface, it's Six of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is saying, that you do need to make sure that you feed yourself properly, and that you make sure that you might want to spend a little bit of time at home, really good home cooked meals, all right? And also just to be that generous, warm, kind, loving person that you absolutely are. And it looks like you're totally doing that anyways. All right, so what I see happening for August is, let's see what's happening astrologically. Okay, I don't see any absolute like major astrological events, but what I see happening on the surface in August is we have got the High Priestess. Okay, this is possibly a Taurus, possibly a female Taurus, but it could be the influence of that person, but for a lot of you, I feel like it's you, okay? This is wisdom. This is a really good teacher. This is someone who is kind and merciful and gracious. This is someone who has a lot of information that they have learned about by reading and research, not necessarily so much when it comes to actual experience, but this is someone who is very forgiving, enjoys tradition and the comfort that tradition can bring, okay? So you might be maybe creating like a sort of ritual, maybe meditating a bit more, maybe you are going to church, maybe you're even just listening to just anything that gives you a little bit of ritual. It might also have something to do with like a tradition that your family had, that it's been passed down ancestrally, okay? But this is like super spiritual, super intuitive, like getting deeply in touch with your intuition, your divine goddess, okay? And whether you're male or female, we all have a divine masculine and divine feminine. We both need to get in touch with both. And in this case, whether you're male or female, you are getting in touch with your divine feminine in August. And it doesn't come easy, okay? A lot of the wisdom that we get comes through suffering. And this is what's happening beneath the surface. 3 of Swords, sorrow, loss. It could be just like the end of a friendship. Maybe you feel like you were betrayed by someone. Maybe that person in June. I'm not completely sure, okay? But it is allowing you to really get in touch with the spiritual aspect of yourself, okay? Now, and all your advices is to be strong, okay? We've got the Strength card. You are courage. You are courageous. You are fearless. You can move forward in the face of adversity. Remember, your main theme was the 7 of Wands, okay? Just keep that higher ground. I'm just going to close these blinds. And remember that, look, this getting here, being in touch with spirit and getting in touch with the divine, often that is suffering that gets us there, right? But we use our strength to get there, okay? And remember, these swords, yes, there will be pain, there will be suffering, okay? But it leads you to this: security, family, stability. So the pain is helping push you in the direction of what you truly desire, okay? So at the end of the day, it's helping us get what we really want, because it's helping us figure out exactly what we want. So please don't beat yourself up or think like, why me, why me, why me? Sometimes we need a kick in the butt or that tough love to actually go in a super positive direction. Okay, in September, I don't see any, 9th of September, Mars goes retrograde in Aries, so make sure you're continuing to exercise, okay? Because you might want to be a little bit lazy. Don't do that. Keep exercising and eating well and staying healthy. All right, what I see happening on the surface in September is we have got the King of Pentacles. And remember, what happened beneath the surface in January was the Prince of Discs. Very similar, okay? Is it the same person? Is this person in January popping up in your life in September, okay? Because this is a really positive, strong male masculine card. This is someone who's good with business, someone who is really good at math, someone who's good at investing, someone who is generous, but they're not going to be frivolous, all right? Tends to be like one of those really responsible like fathers and husbands, okay? So who is this person? Is this the person in June? I'm really curious to know, but this is what's really cool. This is what's happening beneath the surface. We have got the Ace of Swords. Okay, so possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, right? Remember, this is an enlightenment. This is a new way of thinking. This is a clear mind. Like suddenly, maybe you were stressed, okay? Maybe you felt sorrow and sadness, but all of that made you just be like, whoa, it's like a wake-up call. Just being able to look at things from a brand new perspective, okay? You're able to think clearly and rationally. Maybe there's an old ideology, an old belief system that has just been like fallen away, okay? So this is amazing. And it might be because of the influence of this person, all right? Or maybe this is a new way of thinking about money and business. So your advice for September is judgment, all right? So, and this really is going to be extremely helpful with this new way of thinking, this new way of looking at things, because with judgment, the judgment card is telling you to reflect adequately on the past. You want a balance of your intuition and your intellect to really reflect deeply about past experiences, past events, to really decide what's the best situation for you in the future. This is looking back in your life, the good and the bad, with no fear, fearlessly, okay? So pretty intense, but sometimes it's needed. It's like cleaning out our closet and we find, you know, things that are very terrifying, but we also find treasure, okay? Now in October, make sure you're still exercising, okay? Also, there's a blue moon on the 31st of October in Taurus. There might be hard conversations, confronting issues. Make sure you don't turn to food as a distraction, okay? And there definitely is going to be a little bit of difficulty in October, but I mean, we have got on the surface the Queen of Cups, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, all right? So with the Queen of Cups, all right, this is someone, like, in my opinion, the ideal mother, right? She is emotionally balanced. She is really, really caring. She's very generous. You know, she really wants everyone around her to feel good and to feel happy. Like, if people around her are upset, you know, she'll go straight in there and do her best to comfort and to fix things, because she can't be happy unless people around her are happy, you know? So this is someone who's super caring, super kind, super loving. So it might be that you have really, like, embraced this, okay? And you know, that's what's gonna help you be a really good parent, okay? So you've got this amazing loving energy. You might be offering your love to someone, or ready to offer your love to someone, and they might be ready to offer it to you, okay? And it's not like any of this came easy. This love came from suffering, from pain, from wanting to give up. Again, swords might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, okay? Because you felt like you've wanted to give up. You felt like, I cannot do this anymore. I cannot go through this pain again. I cannot go through this suffering again. I need to change everything, right? It's actually allowed you to become a super loving person and to be ready to give love and or be ready to receive love. The pain, the suffering, the just being like, screw this, I'm not having it anymore, right? Has allowed this in September, especially the change of perspective, really thinking about things clearly, right? So then in October, you're actually ready for that love, that commitment. And it is going to be a bit of a struggle, right? Yes, what's happened in October or previously, maybe in August, right? That's when we first had the swords. It is going to be a bit of a struggle. So your advice for October is, we have got the Six of Cups. Again, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, okay? So the Six of Cups is telling you to, you know, get in touch with your inner child. Maybe look back at, like, family photos of when you were little. If there was a song that you used to love, or used to love to listen to or sing, put it on. Sing that song. If you like to dance when you were a kid, do that. If you had a favorite food or a favorite meal, make it for yourself. Go buy it for yourself. You really want to treat your emotional, your inner child, okay? If you like to have bubble baths, do that. If you liked to skip and frolic in a field, go do that, okay? And with this card, and you have to, right? So if you, okay, listen, this is what I like to do sometimes, and you can do this anytime you feel sad. Put both hands on your heart. You can do it right now if you want. Both hands on your heart, and I want you to ask your inner child, what do you need? And whatever pops to your head, you have to do it, because if you don't do it, then you are saying no to your inner child, and that is going to teach your inner child that it can't trust you, right? So if you want to go get strawberry ice cream, go get strawberry ice cream. If you want to go play with puppies, go play with puppies, right? So that's what's going to be nourishing for you. That's what's going to feed your soul. That's what's going to feed your heart and your inner child in October, okay? Do it. Now, in November, on the 30th, there is a moon eclipse in Gemini. So if there's any debts you need to deal with it, deal with it. And I think that there might be some issues with that coming up, looking at the cards. So on the surface in November, we have got the Two of Swords, okay? Possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, right? There might be a choice that you need to make. There might be a feeling of stuckness in this choice, okay? Like you don't know what to do, or it's too hard of a choice, or maybe this choice you feel like it was imposed upon you, and you're really feeling stuck, okay? And the reason why you're feeling stuck is because this choice or this direction or whatever it is that you need to do in November, it's really, really stressful. We've got the Five of Discs, okay? So possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence, all right? So this might be a choice that you need to make rationally and logically in regards to finances, in regards to stability. It could be something related to work, investments. There might be a money loss and it's super stressing you out, and now you have to make a decision based on that. But it is going to be stressful, but like, the thing is, remember, everything that you're going through this year is going to help you get this security, this family, all right, that you really want. And your advice card for November, we've got the star. Amazing. Look, you had the star more than once. You had it in May as well. So the star is saying that, yes, this is going to be stressful. This is going to be a tough choice. No, it's not going to be fun. It is going to be painful, okay? But this is actually written in the stars. This is meant to happen. This is actually an essential step for you to get to this direction, okay? And I'm feeling the tinglies. This means that it's super true for you, okay? You actually needed to go through this stress in November to get to where you want. It's not that it was forced upon you. This is actually something that you decided before you came to this planet so you could have this experience, so you could actually move in the direction of your greatest joy, okay? You also might want to check your horoscope for November as well. This is divine. This is fate. Always keep that hope, inspiration, joy. You need to trust in the universe, okay? Might as well anyways. What's the harm in trusting in the universe, I mean? Okay, in December, on the 17th, again, Saturn is back in Aquarius, so you're really going to want to start clarifying for your future goals. Again, on the 21st of December, there is the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. This is going to be intense for like everyone. Like, December is intense for everyone this year, including myself. There are going to be enormous shifts in power and fortune, potential for explosive change, whether it is good or bad, all right? Yeah, so it's going to be super intense this December. On the 14th of December, there is a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So you're really going to be focusing on relationships, but at least communication is good because Mercury is in the same house. You might want to go traveling. You might want to make some big plans, definitely start some new projects. But remember, your life could be turned upside down. This is what I see for you in the cards for December. On the surface, we have got the Page of Cups, possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence. This is someone who is trustworthy. This is someone who is patient. This is someone who is a good friend, who is reliable, often a bearer of good news, okay? This is just being calm. This is being content. This is being patient. This is also, for me, enjoying the little things in life, okay? Just having an appreciation for the things that we often don't notice, like the temperature of the room. Is that comfortable? We'll be grateful for that, right? Because often it's those things that we're just used to that we forget to be grateful for. What about the feeling of your clothing on your skin? The fact that you've got shoes on your feet, the fact that you have electricity or whatever it is. So many things that we take for granted. Toothpaste, we take our toothpaste for granted, okay? I do sometimes. I should be more thankful of my toothpaste. Okay, but this is the energy on the surface. And you might be seeming a lot more calm, you know, on the outside, especially to people on the surface, but underneath you are suffering a little bit, right? We've got the Hanged Man. So it might have something to do with, in November, this decision, right? In November that really stressed you out. But remember to just keep hope, keep faith, okay? And you might still be waiting around to see the result of this decision. It's, with the Hanged Man, you really want to just release resistance, accept that this is the situation you're in, and struggling and resisting is just going to make it worse. So just be patient, be grateful for what you have, maybe do a gratitude journal, just so that you can, even though you're waiting around and you're feeling stuck, and maybe you're having to sacrifice some things that you really don't want to, maybe you feel falsely accused of something that you didn't do, you're just really going to have to be patient, wait, and be grateful, okay, for the things that you do have. Sometimes when we suffer, that's when we actually suddenly realize how good we have it and that we need to be grateful for the little things, okay? So this is your advice card for December. We have got the World, okay? And look at this. Your advice card for November was the Star. This is amazing, okay? The world is at your oyster. This also might be a tip that maybe you really should, instead of just feeling stuck and waiting around, maybe you should go for a holiday. Maybe you should go traveling to a different part of the world, okay? But just remember that this is the end of a process. You have completed it, all right? And I think that that's really, you know, wrapping it up for you, because you've completed it to the point where you're going to get a family. Yes, there's going to be pain, but it helps lead you to what you really want. And just always remember to fight the good fight. keep the higher ground. This is you, this is the fire, wands are fire, okay? I hope that was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Comment below, did the reading resonate with you? I love reading your comments so much. I'll also have other videos attached at the end. I do monthly readings, mid-monthly readings. I do weekly pick-a-cards. So yeah, I'm a new channel, and if you could help me out, I would super appreciate it a lot. And if you would like a private reading, you are more than welcome to email me at contact@sinceretarot.co.uk, and have a great year. You totally deserve it.